Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Hi Goodbye, and welcome to a new little mini-series. I guess I'm going to call it a mini-series I'm going to be doing. So on the day of a big pay-per-view, I'm going to do my predictions before, just so I can feel like a smart ass if any of them actually come true and I'm right. So I'm going to start off with TakeOver Back to Brooklyn, or Brooklyn 2, whatever you want to call it. Tomorrow I'll do SummerSlam, but yeah, right now I'm just going to do Back to Brooklyn. So for the first match, I'm starting with the non-titles going into the title matches. So it's going to start out with Ember Moon versus Billie Kay. I got Ember Moon picking up the win because you want to make her look strong in her debut. And I'm sure Billie Kay will have a good showing, but Ember Moon's going to be the one who comes out on top. Then we have No Way Jose versus Austin Aries. Now, I do believe that Jose needs the win to keep establishing himself as one of the next top guys in NXT because honestly, in my opinion, he's entertaining as hell. I love No Way Jose and I love Austin Aries. I love what he's doing. But I think Austin Aries is going to win off of a schoolboy. I really do. I think it's going to be one of those things where Jose has him down and he's dancing around. And then Aries just pulls him in and then that's the match. And he runs out of the ring and runs up the ramp. I feel like that's how it's going to end. Because that way it's just like you keep Jose looking strong. Because it's not like he just got knocked out and got laid out there. It's kind of like he was trying to have fun. And Aries took advantage of that, so it puts a little bit more heat on Aries for ruining the crowd's fun and everything, so I think that's how it's going to end. Schoolboy, Austin Aries gets the win. And then you have Andrade Cien Almas versus Bobby Roode. And I'm kind of iffy because they need to keep establishing Almas as a threat because he kind of fell flat in his debut match. So it's kind of hard to say what should happen here because you also want to have Bobby Roode stay strong because he's easily one of the top guys in NXT even though he hasn't had a match yet and he's been on like 2 real episodes of NXT. I don't really count the stuff where he's backstage drinking coffee and everything. I don't really count that as him appearing on TV. So I have Almas winning by DQ after Bobby Roode gives him a glorious beating with a chair. So I just feel like Almas is going to do something to piss Roode off, like he's going to hit a move or something. Or he's going to kick out of one of Roode's finishers. I don't know. He might hit a Roode bomb and he might kick out and then Roode might just lose it and beat the living hell out of him. I feel like something like that's going to happen. I don't know. It's just, maybe that's just me. Alright. So I'm doing this post-edit like after I finish the video. But I also feel like we're going to get a match from the Cruiserweight Classic. I feel like we're going to get something along the lines of Zack Sabre versus Cedric Alexander. Any combination of those two wrestlers, I feel like they're going to be involved in the card just because of how they've been performing and how they've been standing out. I really do feel like we're going to get some kind of match. It might not be an actual tournament match, which it probably definitely won't, but maybe we might see TJ Perkins versus Zack Sabre, or Zack Sabre versus Cedric Alexander, or Cedric Alexander versus TJ Perkins, or Kota Ibushi, Zack Sabre, Cedric Alexander, and or TJ Perkins. Those 4, they'll be involved one way or another. At least 2 of them will be involved. I really do feel that, so I'm just throwing that in there. I don't really know exactly how it'll happen, but I have a pretty good feeling about this one. And then we have The Revival versus Gargano and Ciampa for the tag team titles. Now, I love The Revival. They're one of my favorite tag teams out there, just behind American Alpha. I love The Revival. I love what they're doing. I think they're incredibly talented. I think they have a bright future in the WWE. But I think it's Gargano and Ciampa's time. I really, really love both teams. I really do. But I think it's time for some new blood to hold the titles because I really feel like the Revival are going to be on the main roster sooner rather than later. Now, I would like to see Gargano and Ciampa up there if there's a Cruiserweight division, but I'd kind of rather them be in NXT for right now and help out teams like TM61 and the Authors of Pain get established as legitimate threats in the tag team division. So after the match, I'd like to see the Revival and Gargano and Ciampa shake hands because I'm assuming this, along with the championship match, the NXT championship match, is going to be the contenders for match of the night, and I would not be surprised to see the tag team championship match steal the show. So I want them to shake hands and sign of respect after a great match. And then of course the Authors of Pain are going to come down because that's what they've been doing, that's what they're going to do. I can see Gargano and Ciampa and the Revival standing shoulder to shoulder as the Authors of Pain try to get into the ring and try to fight them off, but of course the Authors of Pain have like 3 million pounds on them, so they're not going to be able to do it, but you can have the Revival be tweeners, so that way a lot of the people who think that they're stale because they're just like the generic like roughneck bad guys, maybe it'll give them a little bit more flair to those people who are absolutely against them. I don't know, I'm just hoping, and it lets them do more things than just facing the same face teams every week, so then they can actually go against more stuff and kind of help establish more younger tag teams and have more variety of people that they can match up against. And of course, it'll have the Authors of Pain be badasses. They beat up the current champions, the former champions at the same time. It just makes them look good. And yeah, I think I have a pretty good feeling about that. Then we have Asuka versus Bayley for the women's title. I have Asuka winning with a Bayley to belly. Now, what I feel like is going to happen, I feel like Bayley's going to make Asuka tap out with the Asuka lock, but Asuka's going to break out, and she's going to be pissed off that Bayley did that, so she's going to go ahead, hit Bayley with a Bayley to belly, and that's going to end the match. So it's just like the ultimate disrespect by Asuka. I really feel like that might be the smart way to go, because it just kind of rubs in the fact that Asuka is the next big thing. She beat Bayley with her own move. She's unstoppable. And after the match, I have Asuka, of course, standing tall over Bayley, kind of kicking her around, like the disrespect, like the boot to the face, or like just putting her hand on her face and just pushing her. And then I have Ember Moon coming down and just coming down to the ring to stop the disrespect and just staring face to face with Asuka. And then Asuka's doing that little creepy smile, like lick her lips and walk out with the title. So it kind of establishes Ember Moon because I feel like they're trying to groom Ember Moon to be the next big thing down in NXT. So what better than to have her stare on Asuka and make Asuka leave the ring because she doesn't want to mess with her right now. And of course, Ember Moon will be a face. You need that face because I'm pretty sure Peyton Royce is a heel right now, and I'm pretty sure, well, I'm confident 100% that Billie Kay is a heel. So you have those two. Asuka, I don't really know what to consider Asuka. I want to call her a heel, but at the same time, it's just like she's doing what she wanted, and she's not doing stuff like to be evil. She's doing it because she wants to assert her dominance. So I think she's more of a tweener, to be completely honest. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but so you have Ember Moon as the top babyface down there because Carmella and Bayley are gone, so you could use somebody to fill that role. And then in the final match, possibly match of the night, Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the NXT Championship. And I have Nakamura winning simply because Joe has to be being called up soon enough, because if he isn't being called up in the near future, I think WWE is really missing the boat on him because he was hotter than ever the past couple months, and they haven't pulled the trigger for some reason. I can't tell you why. Honestly, back in October when Cena was doing the US Open, I was hoping it was going to be Samoa Joe that came out at Hell in a Cell and not Del Rio. But I'm happy with Del Rio. I love Del Rio and everything. But I really think that they should have called him up a long time ago. And I'm glad that they gave him the championship. I feel like they should have done it in the match where he was bloody as hell and Finn beat him. I don't know. I feel like they had him winning going into the match, but when that happened, they didn't want to give him the title in case like it was bad to the point where he had to take a couple weeks off to get stitches, or if he had a concussion or whatever it might be. So I feel like they should have done it there, but God knows why they didn't. But after the match, I have Samoa Joe and Nakamura shaking hands in a sign of respect. And I just feel like this is going to be a fantastic match. Probably, like I said, this and the Tag Team Championship match. I would be surprised if these two aren't the top two options for match of the night. I really would be completely surprised. I feel like after the match, they're going to shake hands as a sign of respect. And then every former NXT champion, and of course Triple H and William Regal, are going to come down to the ring. There's going to be Seth Rollins, Big E, Bo Dallas, Neville, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Shinsuke, along with Triple H, William Regal, and maybe even A-Train, Matt Bloom, just because to show how proud they are of their product, all standing there celebrating what NXT has become from what it's been when Seth Rollins was still there, what it's been when Big E, Bo Dallas, when all of them were still down there being the ones that carried the brand before it really, really transformed into what it is today. So I feel like there's just going to be a big celebration, kind of celebrating Shinsuke's victory. And I feel like Triple H is just going to like shake the hand of Samoa Joe, just kind of like nudging, kind of suggesting that like this might have been his last time in NXT. I feel like this might be Samoa Joe's send-off match. And I feel like everybody coming down to the ring, all the former champions celebrating, would just... I feel like it would be a great way to end a show of this caliber with like this potential amazing main event between two incredibly talented individuals, two of the best wrestlers on the planet. I feel like that's the perfect way to end Brooklyn 2. But yeah, these are my predictions. If you don't like them, I'm sorry. These are just my thoughts going into the show. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm going to be doing this tomorrow for SummerSlam as well. I'm going to be working on the TNA Road to Redemption series, like right after I get this done and get it uploaded and everything. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great day. See you all next time.